Good evening, good morning, good night, you lovelies. It is the one, the only Cappy D Barber, and we are here to get to some not great news. Not great news. Yeah, it was a very, very dull episode of a Smackdown for January 23rd, 2026. I didn't have a great time. Listen, there really isn't really there isn't even really like a lot to talk about, so I won't sit here and waste anybody's time. There are a couple of things that are somewhat entertaining. Drew McIntyre, he is a world champion. He is one of the oldest people in that locker room in the most respectful way, and he has a lot to give to this company and to the wrestling world. So him making the rounds as the WWE champion, not gonna lie, it works, it fits, and as long as we can keep that, I'd like to keep it. All right. Next little thing that we will be talking about: Trick Williams is very entertaining, he's very funny, and he has a white hot future in this fucking company. Even though he's a heel, the crowd has taken to him amazingly, and I don't know if Booker T is his mentoree or anything like that, but he does have a lot of Booker-esque kind of traits. Not gonna lie, he's getting over very easily with the IWC and the crowd. But all of that aside, why the fuck is he wrestling Damian Priest? Why? What's that about? Why is Damian Priest anywhere near this fucking star? Damian Priest needs to try to figure out the next fucking end of his fucking contract, all right? Because I guarantee you, with the next round of fucking WWE cuts, we might need to look out for the Wepa Prince, all right? That's neither here nor there. I really didn't like also how the open challenge in how Jade isn't like heavily promoted on the show. I almost had to fucking like look under a rock to find the fucking Mellow segment for this fucking Smackdown, right? But I mean, honestly, he did have a very good match. One of the starting matches, actually, right after this Trick segment with Sami Zayn. So, I mean, it was fine. It was fine. It wasn't anything, you know, out of the ordinary. It was a really great match between Eli and Mello. But this open challenge thing, it's very confusing. Like, just for a second, right? Tama Tonga is no longer in the contendership because Tama Tonga, spoiler alert, he has the WWE Tag Championships, right, on the SmackDown brand. So I'm just wondering now, who put together those Tama Tonga and Eli segments that we had to sit through like for like 3 straight weeks? And what was the purpose of that? Because it didn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? Very weird, very interesting. I really didn't love that, honestly. But again, the opening match, very fine. The finish was kind of shitty. Miz gets involved somehow, some way, and then that's how Carmelo puts away Eli. Not the biggest fan of that, but I'm not gonna lie, the match was very good. Drew's opening promo was very good. Match later on with Sammy and Trick, what they put on. So I mean, it was nice. It was entertaining for the most part, and I didn't hate the first part of this Smackdown. I think the latter half is when everything starts to fucking just fall apart. As I stated, the MFTs winning this shit, it leaves this tag division quite literally in shambles, right? And I do mean that wholeheartedly. There is nothing for Montez Ford looking forward to these tag belts, right? There is nothing for like you know, the Creed brothers, right? Or even Alpha Academy. And looking at how I'm saying those names so cavalierly, they aren't even on fucking TV. When's the last Otis match any of you niggas have watched? Honestly, wholeheartedly. He wrestled Gunther, maybe, what was that? That was like what, September of last year? After that, what have we seen from Otis? Nada. Zip. The tag division has been fucking squandered, and we're just gonna keep running circles with fucking Solo Sikoa and fucking Bray Wyatt lore. And it's disrespectful because it's not even like Uncle Howdy lore. It's just Bray Wyatt lore, and I'm just like, yo, you niggas are just so fucking creatively bankrupt. It's crazy. Like literally, Uncle Howdy gets less promos, less vignettes, less mic time. But you niggas are gonna have Solo reference Bray for like the third time during this feud. Like the one time is like, okay, but then he references them, he has the lantern, and he wins the belts. And it's like, we just fucking made Howdy and all of the Wyatt Six look like fucking jabronis. Like quite literal fucking jabronis. I don't really understand what the point of this fucking match is. I would like for them to treat the tag division a lot more seriously, but I mean, I don't fucking know. Like, how do you look at what Solo's doing and go, oh yeah, no, that's a tag rope grabber. That's a tag rope grabber. Every single time he cuts a promo, it's decent. He's not an awful in-ring competitor. Why not have him be a manager role, right? Like maybe have him run the fucking puppet strings for the MFTs, and then maybe he does a Stokely every now and again. He pulls out the Samoan Spike, right? We can get like, fuck you, Solo. I don't know. I'm thinking about making him a character as to where he is on the level of like a Don Callis, where, you know, maybe he could take a couple bumps here and there because he is an actual wrestler, but he does play the backseat. So then when he comes back to the limelight, it's a big pop, maybe even for a face run. Because what the fuck is Solo doing? What is this feud? Oh my gosh, listen, I have plenty gripes with this fucking company, all right? Politics aside, politics be damned. The creative that goes into this fucking show, it really does baffle me, right? Because you have a segment with like Drew McIntyre, probably one of the better orators in that locker room to begin your night, and then, you know, you have stars like Trick, you have a match like Ela versus Mello, the crowd can't fucking stop cheering, and everything's at this massive high. And then you book Kiana James to pin Charlotte Flair. And I almost want to kill myself. And in Minecraft, of course, I almost want to fucking take my own life. I almost want to jump off of this fucking Titantron, break every bone in my body, and rupture all of my internal organs. What the fuck is this production? Is Road Dogg high? Is he high on substances unknown to this fucking earthly realm? Why is Kiana James pinning anybody? Why is Kiana James even in a fucking match? Yo, Last Legend could go out there and she could have fucking like 4 to 5 star matches. She's capable of it. She has the athleticism. She was a former college basketball player. She has the endurance, literally edged into her fucking skin like stone. Why can't we get something entertaining? A 6-woman tag match. Alexa Bliss is great. Charlotte Flair is amazing. Julia is a fucking great wrestler. These women are just being thrown at the screen like shit. Just shit on the wall. Shit on the wall. Let's find something that sticks. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to even be fucking reviewing this shit. Kiana James, she's not an awful wrestler. She has been a fucking manager to a woman who has been losing. Julia has been losing a majority of her fucking matches. Why does her manager pick up a pin? Stop. Don't even answer that. We're going to be moving on to this Jade and Chelsea Green match. I pitched last week or maybe a couple of days ago that Jade and Chelsea Green was right there. It was a perfectly fine match. Perfectly fine match. I mean, I don't know if you niggas want more proof that I'm being surveillanced by the Federation, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. It's a really cool match. It's fine. Jade looks strong. Chelsea selling like she sells. Apparently she really hated that broken nose spot a couple of weeks back, or maybe months back at this point. But honestly, I think Jade is in this character where if she maybe creates a little kayfabe laceration under Chelsea's eye or maybe on the forehead, it works. They'll never have women naturally blade in this company, but I mean, it is what it is, right? I think accidental blades are the best we're going to get for the women. All right, shout out to Becky and Jade alike. Also, Jade telling that story about how that scar was like fucking besmirched by the back. Fuck you, Bruce Pritchard, and fuck you, Triple K. That shit was badass. The return with the scar was fucking phenomenal. And now you niggas have pissed on her fucking white hot heat. She came back with that fucking scar looking like the world's biggest fucking threat, and they nerfed her. Why? You know why, and I know why. Let's not talk about it, all right? This is a really fine match. Hopefully, again, sooner down the line, we're going to be getting Bianca versus Jade. I don't know if we're going to be getting that, but if we do, I'll be pleased, because fuck are we behind schedule when it comes to Bianca versus Jade. Hopefully, Bianca is healthy. Same thing to Naomi. Obviously, big prayers up to Naomi and her healthy child, but I mean, I don't know. I do miss the pillars of this women's locker room. I'll be honest, because they're turning Natalya into another fucking Big Show gimmick where every other 2 months she goes from heel to face to heel to face to heel to face. Then she does a fucking like dance battle segment on the main event of Raw. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it anymore. All right. Last little thing we will be talking about is Mr. Libations versus the AAV Werewolf. Jacob Fatu can cut a pretty good promo. I'm not going to shit on him too much. The bandana was a little much. Bandana was a little much. I mean, it's weird because like to really be ultimately it's a really fine promo from both of these guys, but within that kind of lies the issue. I really do feel like there's a lot of like AEW Cody Rhodes here, where it was just like, hey, this is our first time working together, we're just gonna feel everything out, kind of freestyle out as we go along, right? And I really do feel like if there was a little bit more production in this promo, maybe Jacob Fatu doesn't say the word hell 16 times, right? Maybe he doesn't actively look like he's trying to find the end of this promo, right? Which is something that I do all the time, because I want to make sure I have a promo on the fly. It's something that a wrestler should have. It's a skill, right? It's a skill you want to perfect. But it really does seem like there was no kind of backstory. There's no kind of like production for this promo. It was like Cody's just gonna go out there, he's gonna say a couple things to get Jacob riled up, then Jacob says a couple things. Like it just felt very like immature. Maybe that's why I say like an AEW Cody promo. Also the idea of Cody just like really milking this whole heel thing. Ooh, brother. Ooh, brother, I'm not a fan. Not a fan of it at all. I really would love the idea of Cody just dastardly heel thing, right? Like just any form that we can get that. I think it would be somewhat entertaining, but you know, you also have to look at the schematics of it. Will that sell well? Right? Will the audience respond well to that? Right? Will the audience then, play along into this kayfabe fantasy, right? As Cody Rhodes has been who Cody Rhodes has been, right? And that's kind of the issue with the Federation. They can't really tell a storyline like, Cody, quote unquote, going heel after, betraying Kenny Omega. That's not something that they can do, right? Because there isn't something to that level of the Bullet Club that is highly respected and is highly beloved within the Federation, right? Or even something as simple as like a tag team, right? What is the top tag team that you can think of right now? It's the Usos. How many times have we seen Cody Rhodes give a crossroads to one of the Uso twins? It's just not new. It's not fresh. And I really do think that some of the best heat that they could try to come up with right now is have Jacob win on this whenever match they're going to have with Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes and Punk. Cody Rhodes and Punk, best of 5. I'm serious. Like, that is the best way we're going to fix this, this lopsidedness with these titles, right? Because it seems like everybody in the world has some kind of interest towards the, the world title shot with, everything going on with Punk and even like Finn Balor. Like, that's like fucking fish grease, right? But it really does seem like this Drew McIntyre shit, because it's being so muddied. Oba should already be cutting promos against Drew. He should already be like 2 matches into the fucking main card. At least a single match. They are making choices at the worst possible times. The worst possible times that they could be fucking making these choices. And honestly, again, everything that they are just connected to outside of wrestling, because they're so fucking vehemently open about, to politics being a main part in their fucking collaborations, right? It's really hard to even engage with this product nowadays with everything going on outside of our window. And honestly, I can just say this: there is no place for the Federation in 10 years. If they're not going to adapt to a kind of Ring of Honor, Joshi, New Japan style kind of formula, that those promotions have been around for a while, right? And they have kept a retainable fan base somehow, some way, okay? For some reason, the Federation just thinks it's cool to piss on the fucking fans and tell them it's fucking thundering outside. I can't find a reasoning behind it. The main event gets fucking shattered on. There is no main event, folks. There is no main event. You know what the main event is? It's Trick Williams hitting a trick shot on Damian Priest. It's the same tired ass fucking Randy Orton RKO camera angle. That's it. I mean, Damian Priest says wepa. He doesn't even eat haluva kick. For some reason, Sami Zayn's out here. Drew McIntyre's fucking trolling Cody Rhodes with like cute little posters, writing each other little fucking notes and shit. I don't know. There's nothing happening here. And I really do give big credits to people like BC, people like Heels Advocate, people like C-Jax that can really like sit for like 30 or so minutes to talk about this shit. But when I tell you, like watching that six-way women's tag match, it almost made me fucking gag. It almost made me like quite literally like regurgitate my fucking lunch. And no wrestling promotion should make me feel like that. The solo shit with Bray Wyatt, it's distasteful at least. Like, it's distasteful at minimum. At a minimum, it's just distasteful. I'm not here for it. I'm not interested in it. I offered the IWC like a Jey Uso kind of drunken fist gimmick, and they said that would be like really like poorly kind of like, and they said that would be like a really poor decision, right? That it would they said it was very distasteful, right? The whole like drunken fist, Jey Uso kind of like Buddha fist, whatever. I thought it would be clever. I think it's actually a very good gimmick. I think it would get over very well with the crowd. Maybe even do like a thing at the end of it where it's like, hey, it wasn't like liquor, it was juice or Kool-Aid, or who cares, right? Whatever. But this idea of like Uncle Howdy not having any story, barely getting any promos, barely getting any wins, and then he gets his dead brother's lamp and the titles taken from him. It's like, who is this for? Who is this for? The best part of this night is Shinsuke and AJ. They're going to be wrestling as of tonight, as of this recording. They will be wrestling. So, I mean, the wrestling world is going to be in tune for that. It's AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. It's AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. Like, what else do we have to talk about? But I mean, that was SmackDown. Very disappointing. It's unfortunate that the women couldn't even save this. You know, it's a bad show when I tell you the women couldn't even save this fucking show. Women's wrestling couldn't save this show. That's an issue. Yeah, but like, but that's an issue, right? But yeah, you know, that was SmackDown for January 23rd, 2025. SmackDown's Saturday night's main event is tonight, and Royal Rumble is tomorrow. I may bundle those videos together, I may not. Oh wow, SmackDown is going to be going up against Collision, isn't it? Oh, that's going to be cute. All right, we'll be getting to all of that, won't we? We have no choice. All right, it's me, your boy Cappy. All right, as a Cappy D Barra. All right, I have some other stuff going up later. So as I always say, all right, stay tuned, stay safe, stay beautiful. All right, peace.